Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my garden. First daffodil of the season. So exciting. Okay, so my plan for today is to definitely work out in the garden. I want some good garden time in the back garden, but I realized this morning I need soil desperately. I need to have a whole load of soil delivered, but it won't get here in time. So I'm gonna head to the store real quick and get some bags just so that I can plant the things that I wanna plant today and get things in the ground. Okay, I have to take a pause and show you guys this bed because I am pleasantly surprised with this bed. I'm kind of shocked. So this bed was overrun with weeds. All these garden beds are open to the ground. So, like it's native soil underneath. They are bottomless beds, and this bed had tons and tons of weeds in it. So I decided to try the solarization method, where you put clear plastic on top of the bed for a couple weeks and let the sun basically bake the weed seeds. And I was kind of iffy because it was coming up on the edges and I could see some weeds coming up on the edges, right? And I was kind of like, this doesn't work. I'm going to have to try and find something else. But when I took it off, the inner part, the part where it didn't come up on the edges, looks beautiful. It looks so good. I can see a whole bunch of dead weeds, right? Which is what you want, because you want the weed seeds to germinate and to sprout and then to die and to not set seed again. Look at the soil. Look at how good this looks. Now, I don't love this technique because I think it's really ugly to have plastic like hanging around in your garden. A lot of organic gardens will do this technique and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll continue doing it, but I just wanted to show you guys, if you have like a functional garden or you don't mind the look of the plastic or something like that, this might be a really good technique, because I am seriously pleasantly surprised with how good it looks. And I didn't even do this the right time of year. You're supposed to do this when it's it's warmer, so the heat actually bakes everything. I only did it in the fall and the winter, and I just think it looks great. All right, so I'm sure you all probably guessed, or you probably saw in the title of this video, I am planting my bare root roses for my rose allée back here. You guys, I am so excited about this. I'm like having dreams about this rose allée. I think it's going to be so beautiful. We are still going to be putting peaks up here, but I know the roses aren't going to get that tall in 1 year, so I'm not too worried about it. I just want to get them kind of going for the first year. I have been going back and forth on what varieties I'm going to choose. I've gotten a lot of really, really great input and suggestions from a lot of you. I've gotten great input from my friends, and I think I've landed on what I've decided. I've decided exactly what varieties I'm going to choose. I have 4 pairs of posts. Can you see there's 8 posts along the center walkway, and I'm going to do the same variety on each side. I was thinking about doing different varieties all the way down, but I thought that would be a little too messy. So I'm going to go with the same varieties, and the ones that I landed on, which are different from the ones that I initially told you all in a video a couple weeks ago. So first off, I have iceberg climbers, and I decided I want to put the icebergs front and center because I know the icebergs are going to bloom pretty much all season long. They're absolutely crazy. They're just the best rose. I absolutely love them. I love the white. It's so elegant. I just think that they're going to be beautiful. So they're going to go front right here. And then behind that, the next set of posts that I have decided to put polka on. And this is a reblooming one. It has a strong fragrance. This one was recommended to me by my friend Fanula, the owner of Cottage Gardens of Petaluma. She is just a rose queen. She loves roses. She knows everything about roses. And she told me this is definitely a good one to have. So I'm really, really excited to see how it's going to go. It's like this apricot color. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm going with that one on the second post. And then the third set of posts is the New Dawn Climber, which is just so beautiful. It's supposed to be so fast, grows so fast. And I just love the pink color of it. I got these from Fanula as well. And look at how good these look. I mean, so these are all considered bare root roses. I know they're in pots right now, but they're just in pots because the garden centers put them in pots, but they're still technically bare root. They're not rooted into these pots. So when I tip the pots out, it's going to lose all its soil around here. So they're technically still bare root roses. Anyway, so then I have New Dawn. So I think I have white, I have apricot, I have a pale pink, and then I was going back and forth. I had my eye on the Zephyrin Druin because of the bright pink color. But my sweet friend, Deb Cozy, who I did a garden tour in her garden in San Diego, and she's just an amazing gardener. And I told her any opinion or suggestion she ever has for me, I will take, because I just love her taste and her style. She told me about the Impressionist rose, and she told me how quickly it's grown, how beautiful the blooms are, how much she loves it. And you know, when you just have those friends that like you absolutely trust everything they say, that's what Deb is to me. Deb, I trust everything you say. And so when she specifically texted me and said, you got to add this rose in, it was like, all right, done. Done, Deb, done. So I ordered the Impressionist rose, and hopefully it'll get here soon, so I can plant it soon. But so the Impressionist is going to go on the back. It's close to polka, like similar to polka, but I think it's a little more pinky peachy than polka is. But I'm really excited to see how it does. And if it does good in San Diego, which is where Deb lives, I know it's going to do really well for me here. And I feel like this is the area, these last posts are the ones that are going to get the most sun. And so I think it's going to be really happy. So anyway, I'm going to get to planting. I'm just going to dig the holes. I'm not going to put any starter fertilizer I'm not going to put any starter fertilizer in the planting holes or anything like that, because I still want the roses to stay calm and to stay dormant. This one is already starting to leaf out, and I don't know whether I should take the leaves off or leave them. I think I'm going to leave them on just because it was already defoliated. But basically, we don't want any growth just yet. And then probably in March is when I will put my Van Winden's secret rose mix. It's not really secret anymore because I talk about it all the time, but their fantastic rose fertilizer mix. I'll put them on all these in March. So right now I'm just kind of getting them all settled in so they can kind of start to root in a little bit, and then hopefully have a lot of nice, beautiful growth come this spring. Okay, so I've got 6 of the 8 climbing roses all planted and ready to go for my rose allée. I am very, very happy about this. I got them all planted. I amended the soil a little bit with this rose and flower soil mix from EB Stone, which is a local to me fertilizer soil company. I just love them. They're great. Their green all soil is my absolute favorite, but it's kind of hard to find. So when I find it, like I have to drive into Sacramento to get it. Anyway, these 2 roses, these iceberg roses, they were in the peat pots. And I did want to make a note that some people will say you can plant the peat pots, like you can just stick the whole thing in the ground. For us here, we're too dry. If you live in a really dry environment, you don't want to plant peat pots straight down into the ground, even though the directions say you can. You don't want to do that. And that's one of the things all of our garden centers will tell us around here is not to plant the peat pots, just take them out. So that's why I did take those out of the peat pots. And then these were just in the black can, so I just took those out. This bed is getting changed around a little bit. This bed had a lot of dahlias in it. Half of the dahlias were from the Florets Bee's Choice Dahlia seed mix, and that was super fun to grow dahlias from seed. I completely recommend it. If you're thinking about it, it's a really fun thing to do. And then a couple of the other dahlias were just other ones that I had. I ended up taking out 7 of them. I have 7 dahlias there. These guys I'm actually going to give to Raphael, who has Park Winners Flower Farm, and I'm happy that they're going to a good home. He's going to come pick them up. My favorite dahlia is this white one that my friend Kate gave me, and I actually pulled it from this spot right here, and I put it right in the middle because it is an absolute beast. I mean, beast. It was like I put one little tuber in, and it has so many tubers. I divided it a little bit, and then I put it right there in the middle, and I probably could still divide it even more, but I'm just going to leave it like that. So anyway, I got the icebergs there. I've got the white dahlia and the polka roses right there. Right here are my sweet peas. They're the King's High Scent sweet peas, which I think are going to be beautiful. And then I have the New Dawn there. And then, what was the name of that? Impressionist? I think it was Impressionist. Was that what I said? Why am I blanking on the name right now? Anyway, that's the one I am still waiting on from Heirloom Roses. Now what I'm going to do with the little time I have left before lunch is I need to take care of these babies over here. These guys are very, very unhappy. These are the podocarpus that were just transplanted. They're getting water, so that's not the problem. I think they're just really, really upset. And so speaking of Raphael recommended this stuff, Super Thrive. I think a lot of people actually use this. I've never actually used it, but this is supposed to be good for transplanting plants. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to see what happens. You just dilute it. I think it said 1/4 teaspoon per gallon. So I have my watering can right here. And then I also bought some bags of compost, and I'm going to top dress it with compost. So I just want to get that done real quick, just so these guys hopefully can get a little bit of help and they can come through the transplant. I don't know. They're looking worse and worse every day, but hopefully this will help them thrive. All right, so I've got Super Thrive on all of these, and then I top dressed with a layer of compost. I have to say, I don't like this compost. This is not very, I don't know, it doesn't seem like very good compost. It's like very, very pale, and it just seems like kind of like crushed up wood chips, and that's all it is. I've never used it before. Maybe it's got some good nutrients in there, but I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about it. So anyway, hopefully these podocarpus will be a little bit happier with these nutrients. I feel like these guys have been absolutely tortured. These are the ones that got cut off halfway to fit under the deck at the other place that they were at. I'm still getting the other podocarpus to go over here, but probably not for another couple weeks, just depending on when they decide to do that part of their renovation. But for now, I have these guys to take care of. Everybody cross your fingers. I hope they're a little bit happier, but I am very happy about my rose allée. These guys, oh, I'm very excited. So I think that's going to be it for today. I am in desperate need of a shower. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.